Hey guys, Nina here.
And Laughing Jill!
Yes, Laughing Jill is going to be joining me in this video. Well, kind of. She's not going to be reading anything. She's going to
just
be
sit
sitting
here and commenting on crap.
Yeah,
like
she's going to be...
Video.
Yeah, like, in last video, she was on my bed, but now she's sitting right next to me, so yeah. Yeah, and then you might hear... Yeah. So I will be reading chapter 26 of a Ben Fanfiction. So let's begin.
You didn't get it.
What?
You know what? We can do it later.
Okay. This is more important. Okay.
Must read fanfic.
Must read. Okay. I looked over at Ben and smiled. Damn, I've never loved anyone as much as I've loved him. Well, besides my mother, that is. I got on top of him and played with his hair while he was still sleeping and giggled when started to sing a soft song. I ain't reading no fucking
music, so yeah,
wait,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is really long.
Oh,
skip that. Okay. Stop texting her. Okay. I sighed after. Okay. I sighed after I finished singing and lay down on his chest. I love you, Ben, I whispered. I felt hands start playing with my hair, and I flinched a bit. I love you too, Violet. You have a beautiful voice, he said, making me blush. Thanks, I said, smiling, looking up at him. He laughed and kissed my lips softly. I will smack you.
You wouldn't do that to your lovely Laughing Jill. No,
I would.
Oh, crap.
I would.
Oh, well.
I'll send Ben after you. Okay, bye-bye. He laughed and kissed... Don't touch my pez. I will smack you. Okay. He laughed and kissed your lips softly. You're welcome, I sighed. There's no luck. No twins, I said, a bit sad. He looked at me and smiled, kissing me on the cheek. That's okay. Let's just be grateful we have our own baby girl, he said in the sweetest voice I've ever heard, and stopped throwing shit at me.
Reading this peppermint. I don't care which
I don't like peppermint. He said in the sweetest voice ever. Okay, I said, smiling, pulling him into a hug. Very. Like months. So don't eat that.
No, I can't find any candy. You know what? I might actually just eat that later.
No. I heard a soft knock on the door and looked over at Ben, and she shifted and opened it. Yes, he said, sounding a bit annoyed. Can I see Violet? I heard a small voice and instantly knew who it was. Ben opened the door all the way and let Sally in, smiling. Violet! Sally yelled, running up to me, giving me a big hug.
Mustache time.
No.
But it's just a killer red.
No.
Come on, you know you wanna.
No.
You know you wanna. You know you wanna.
I'm trying to read, and I don't have a lot of time. I only have 15 minutes to read.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because YouTube won't let me upload 15-minute longer videos.
Oh, then hurry to read, damn it.
Stop interrupting me! I can see a reflection in the screen, so don't even try. Okay. I giggled and hugged her back. What brings you here? I said, smiling. Well, I never really got to feel your baby, Sally said shyly, eyeballing my stomach. Ben laughed and sat next to her, grabbing her little hand and putting it on my stomach. I smiled over at her while Ben was helping her by moving her hand up and down my stomach. She moved! I felt her move! Sally screamed excitedly. Ben and I laughed and looked at Sally as she jumped up and down while doing a little dance with her bear. It feels like someone's stabbing my throat.
Fun. I might actually do that tonight.
No.
If you lose her, I'll take over this account and read for y'all people.
No.
You don't know that.
You don't know my password.
I don't care.
I stopped
laughing. Use your tablet.
I stopped laughing and screamed as I saw blood flow out, staining my pants. "No, please," I whispered and started to cry. Ben rushed me over to Sunday, asking for his help. "Sunday, please help. Tell me my baby girl is okay. Please," he yelled, tears streaming down his face. I was crying uncontrollably, holding my hands while Sally was whispering to her bear. Samantha, Charlie told me something about baby Zelda," she said, looking at me with an emotionless expression. I bent down to her level and tried to talk through my sobs. "What is it, Sally?" I asked her, sighed and then smiled. "Sally is just sleeping. Sally is with Sarah, or no. Zelda is sleeping, just sleeping. Zelda is with Zelda is with Sarah, or Samantha. So she's okay," Sally said happily. I froze and started to cry even more. "No," I whispered to myself, shaking my head, my eyes started to widen and blood flowed down my face. "No!" I screamed, then put his hands onto his face and started to sob loudly. "This can't be happening. This can't be fucking happening," I thought to myself, banging my fist into the wall.
That's a nice reaction.
I know, right? Slenderman just stood there looking into my stomach curiously. I looked at him, tears in my eyes, still sobbing. I heard him sigh and he looked back at me. "Violet, Zelda is sleeping, but not the way you think she is. Her soul is just visiting her different realm. She has a very special power that allows her soul to travel back and forth, and whenever she does so, you bleed. Right now, she's with Sarah. She's with Samantha, and she's talking to her about how excited she is to finally come into this world with her mother and her father. Slendy said slightly laughing. I felt a wave of relief wash over my body, and I sighed loudly, wiping the tears off my face, trying to catch my breath.
I'm now gonna read some cheat codes in this book.
Ben stopped crying, but still had his hands on his face, trying to catch his breath as well. "God," I said, looking down, running my hand through my hair, then looked down back to my stomach. "You scared the hell out of me, Zelda," I whispered, feeling my stomach. I walked up to Ben and hugged him tightly. Shh, Ben, it's okay. Zelda is fine," I said in a smooth jazz voice. No.
We don't need you talking jazz now, honey.
Don't touch me. Yeah. He nodded and looked up at me, shaking. Okay, he said in an airy voice. His face was red and stained with tears, and he had sodden eyes. I gave him a kiss and pulled away, smiling. I held out my hand, and he took it, smiling back at me. "Come on," I said, and led him back into the room. I looked over at him while he laid in bed, sighing. "Wanna okay video game?" What? That is literally what it says. "Wanna okay video game?"
What?
"Wanna okay video game."
What the heck?
I know.
Honey, you need to tell that author so she can fix that.
Okay.
And I'm just acting like a dumbass right now, okay, people?
"Wanna play some video games?" I said, smiling widely, poking his stomach. He shut up, smiling. "Yes," he yelled. I giggled and played and passed him the controller. "You're so going to lose," I said, smiling evilly at him. He chuckled and looked at me, raising an eyebrow. "You're talking to the freaking king of video games here," he said. "What are you doing?" "Oh, you're playing with my duct tape."
Yes,
He said, sounding cocky. I rolled my eyes and pushed the start button. "And you're talking to the freaking queen!" I yelled. Draw.
Okay,
We both looked
cut
at
this.
each other wide-eyed and started to laugh. "I guess we're both
I need you to cut.
equally as awesome," I said, falling into bed. Ben laughed. "I guess so," he said before kissing me.
Yeah.
He pulled away before I could kiss back. "You were always such a tease," I said. He laughed and lay next to me, looking into my eyes. "Can I sing you a song?" he asked, smiling shyly. I blushed and got comfortable. "Yes," I said, grinning. He smiled and took in some air. "Okay, here it goes. I ain't singing no song, so yeah. I can't sing to save my life, so I'm just gonna pass that."
Not the only one here.
When he was done singing, I felt the tears stream down my face. He sang like an angel, I thought to myself. "That was beautiful," I said in shock. I saw him blush as he looked down. "Thanks," he said shyly. I giggled and started thinking about Zelda. Gosh, I thought she was gone forever, and that I was never going to see what she looked like. I felt tears in my eyes and turned over, not wanting Ben to see me. I couldn't even think about how I would go on if my baby girl was gone forever. "I'll be back later, babe, I promise. Are you sure you want to stay here alone?" Ben asked worryingly. He was going on a killing spree with Jeff and the others, considering he hasn't killed anyone for months now, and he was going crazy. "I'm sure, babe. Just go and have fun. I'll be okay," I said, waving. He smiled, and blood started to bleed from his eyes. "Okay, love you." Present time. "Ah, fuck," I screamed, holding onto my stomach. The pain was unbearable. "Zelda, don't you come out yet," I yelled in pain. I felt a pressure in between my legs and screamed, "Zelda, are you fucking with me right now? You're a month early," I yelled, crossing my legs, trying together. "Just fucking get out. Wait. Just fucking great. All of the days I had to give birth," I just thought to myself, starting to push harder and harder. I felt like a bowling ball was coming out of me. Shit, 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 shit! I screamed while shaking and crying. What?
Oh, never mind.
I don't know.
Come on.
Crying frantically.
I don't know how you do that.
After 5 hours of pushing, I heard a small cry. Wait, 2 cries. What? I yelled in shock. I looked down at the 2 baby girls covered in blood and still attached to me. I almost fainted, but I knew I needed to stay awake for these girls. I slowly got up and went to the bathroom, carrying my 2 baby girls. "Shh, it's okay. Mommy's here," I cooed at both of them. I grabbed a pair of scissors and cut the umbilical cord and laid them on my bed. I cried for 2 reasons. The first was that I was sore like hell, and the second one was I saw how beautiful they were. Zelda had blonde hair and pale skin, and while the other baby girl had blue hair just like mine. I couldn't tell what the eye color was since they haven't opened them yet. I heard a door downstairs open, and I heard Ben and Jeff's voices. It sounded like they were having a fight again. Oh gosh, my baby girl started to cry, and everyone heard and ran up to the room. I smiled widely and held them both in my arms, shaking them and motioning them to come closer. Okay, I'm running out of time, so I'm going to do the rest of it in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.